I can't believe my brother, M32, and my wife, f28, did this to me. Me, M32, and my brother, M32, are identical twins. I know this story sounds like some made-up porn fantasy, but it's really my life and I really am lost and don't know what the hell to do. My brother and I grew to very close, but there has always been a slight competition between us. Whether that be grades in school, sports, our father signed us up for hockey at a young age, or even seeing who could get the prettier girlfriend. Anyways, I started to date my now wife, f28, in the middle of university. I was introduced to her by my brother at a frat party and we immediately hit it off. Her and him were best friends at the time and I never really thought anything of it. But I guess Harry Met Sally was right and that men and women can't be friends without sex getting in the way. After university we moved in together and lived together for 5-ish years. We come from a religious family, so having kids without being married is a big no-no. We found out around this time she was pregnant and we quickly got married. It was a small ceremony but very peaceful. I thought she was the love of my life. The issue arises a few nights ago. We were drinking and got into a massive fight and some words were exchanged I am not proud of, and she told me she slept with my brother and my son might not even be mine. I'm lost right now. I've been staying at a friend's place the last few days, but I really don't know what to do. If I do a DNA test, will it even show if he's mine? My brother and wife have been calling me constantly, but I haven't picked up. My mom has as well and is asking me to talk to them, but I just can't work up the courage to. I feel worthless and lost. What did I do wrong to deserve this? How do I even manage now? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I'm so lost. I will update once I figure out this situation. DNA won't help. You have to have the conversation with your wife and brother. And you probably leave your wife. Forget whose biological child it is. You may never find out. She cheated on you and admitted to it. That's the crux of this issue. So, how do you feel about being cheated on? With your brother no less? Do you think you can come back from that betrayal? Do you even want to? Personally, I know I couldn't. But I'm not you. I'd continue doing what you're doing. Put some space between you and them and figure out your own feelings. Don't let others nag you into coming around, or try and railroad you into talking to people when you're not ready. This may mean divorce. It may mean a long stint on couples counseling. But only you can decide how you feel about your wife and your brother. Oh man. I don't know the answer to the DNA test, but I'd suggest not talking to wife or brother until you are ready. For me, it's an obvious and immediate divorce. But not sure where you stand on that. Pretty telling she would admit that in the middle of a fight. That's pure evil, man. Eventually you will have to talk to her and figure out what's next. But again, on your terms. Sorry for the hurt you are going through. But have to admit I am vested in the rest of this story. Update me. If you are an identical twin, normal DNA tests cannot, but if you are fraternal twins, then yes, a DNA test will be able to give clarity. Stay gone. No contact. Get a lawyer and start divorce. All contact through the lawyer. Separate finances. Chance all your passwords. Get test for STDs. Move someplace else or start eviction proceedings if the house is yours. There is no fixing or coming back from this. Even if she lied, and why would she? This is the cruelest thing she could do to you. Just leave. You can establish paternity even between identical twins. But the cost is exorbitant. And most people cannot afford it. Whether you decide to act as father to your child will be up to you. Legally you are still responsible. And out them everywhere on social media. Tell your mom to butt out and go and see with her if necessary. Hope that helps even a little. So sorry this is happening to you. If I were you, your kid or not, I would definitely file for divorce. She still cheated on you. There's no going back from this. If this story is real, what a pos thing to tell someone. If they're identical, then it's impossible to confirm. Whether she's lying or telling the truth, she potentially just ripped a family apart. She told you that she cheated on you. With your brother no less. Time to hit the road. You'll be stuck with child support regardless. No way to get out of that. Being a father to the kid is your call. They didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that it may not be your kid will always be in the front of your mind. That's a decision I wouldn't know how to help with. I understand both sides. But both your wife and your brother betrayed you and were lying to you this whole time about something that is a big damn deal. If I were in your position, I'd leave and never look back. The wife and the brother would be dead to me. The kid, IDK. This is awful. And I'm sorry for what you've going through. What your wife did is exceedingly cruel because a paternity test won't be able to say whether you or your brother is the father. You're in the one situation where science can't tell you for sure if it's your kid. All I can say is that you should take whatever time you need. And don't let them pressure you into engaging with them. I hope things work out for you. Identical twins means you have the same DNA. Literally split from the same fertilized egg, so there's no way to tell. What your wife did, cheating, is awful. But saying it to you, especially in this case, is truly heinous, as it literally cannot be proven or disproven, and your poor child's paternity cannot be established. Now that it's been put in question, genetically, I suppose it doesn't matter much, but wow. I hate this word. But your wife is what you call an evil CNT. Billions of men in the world, and she had to pick your twin to do this with. If this is true and your twin brother did this to you, then both relationships would be eternally over for me. You are not worthless, they are. Divorce ASAP. Stay gone. Divorce before the baby is born. Sounds like they were having a long-time relationship. Cut your losses and your brother out of your life and make sure you are not on the birth certificate. I'm sorry, but this level of betrayal is unforgivable. Good luck. I am just gonna tell it to you straight. Because you're identical twins, a DNA test is worthless. And now she's nuked your trust in her. The marriage is done. Let's assume she was lying to hurt you. It doesn't matter because you could never trust her again. Either she's willing to lie in such a way to seriously hurt you in your relationships, or she doesn't respect you enough to be loyal to you. Either way, your marriage is toast. I recommend seeing all the good divorce lawyers in your area. This will make it so they cannot take her as a client. Also make sure to leave all the bad divorce lawyers alone. That way she'll either have to take a bad one, or search further afield to find a good one, giving you more time to set up your case with the lawyer. Good luck, bro, you'll need it. Don't talk to either of them. Have her served with divorce papers. Block both their numbers. There's no reason to talk to them, there's no excuse or reasoning. If I were in your shoes, I would gather evidence and go talk to an attorney about your options and filing for divorce, and never speak to your brother again. That is the ultimate betrayal. It's not forgivable. Go scorched earth. Speak to a lawyer and what can be done. You just need to decide what you want to do in regards to your relationship with the baby. But I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. Your mom needs to not get involved if she doesn't want to negatively impact her relationship with you. Of course she wants you to talk to them, but it has nothing to do with having courage. You don't owe them. Honestly, I would tell them. Anything they want to say can be said via text or email, because in reality there is nothing to say. Even if they didn't sleep together, How could you trust that it's the truth and she dropped a bomb on your relationship that if she said it just to hurt you? Assume that she is lying and just said something so horrible to get back at you during the fight. Will you ever be able to get that thought out of your mind? Can you believe that it never happened? For me, it's that break in trust that is everything. When you love someone, you don't fight in such a way to hurt them. I truly question if she loves you as much as you love her. I am so sorry this has happened. Take your time, and perhaps get some therapy to help you work through the emotions. I would not do anything until you are able to process some of this. I wish you the best. Playing devil's advocate here, since your wife threw this in your face in the heat of an argument, that it might not even be true and she's saying this as a way to hurt you? Not to say this wasn't the lowest blow below the belt she could have done and inexcusable in of itself, but I want to rule out all possibilities for you. File for divorce and use those words against her in court and try to get your name off the birth certificate. If it comes down to it, sign away your rights and leave the country.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.